Coming out publicly has given me a sense of relief. It's been a form of liberation for me to own all of my identities so that I no longer feel the need to hold back or hide any parts of myself when I walk through any threshold in life. My name is Sara Ramirez, and I identify as queer and bisexual. I've been coming out to my friends and family since I was 18 years old. Although my caretakers were ill-equipped to support me in the ways that I needed, and although I internalized a lot of bi-antagonism and biphobia and discrimination growing up, either in straight spaces or LG spaces, I knew my truth, and my truth never went away. When my career shifted from theater to television, I felt ready to portray a bisexual person's journey that I'd never seen on television before. But I really grappled with the potential bi-antagonism and discrimination that I knew I would face within the LGBTQ community as well as outside of it. Coming out publicly was something that I was afraid of because I was concerned that it would affect my career in a negative way. I was afraid of the discrimination that I might face, not just outside of Hollywood, but within. As the years went by and as the political climate intensified and as I continued to hear and read about the countless forms of violence perpetrated against us, including the Orlando shooting at Pulse nightclub, an organic incremental urgency to use my platform to empower those who are a part of these communities that I'm a part of, came over me in a way that I'd never felt before.
And because of the intersections that exist in my own life, woman, multiracial woman, woman of color, queer, bisexual, Mexican, Irish, American immigrant, and raised by families heavily rooted in Catholicism on both my Mexican and Irish sides, I am deeply, deeply invested in projects that allow our youth's voices to be heard.
Oftentimes, our LGBTQ youth are pressured to deny their own complex narratives, to simplify them in order to fit in, to survive, to make other people feel comfortable, to have access to services. And so by sharing all of the intersections that my life has touched on, including being a bi-plus immigrant in this country, I hoped that it might help empower our youth to own those complex narratives for themselves. There were a few folks in my personal life that I wanted to tell before this news came out online or anywhere else, and so I thought long and hard about how I wanted to orchestrate that. And so during movie night at my house one night, I pressed pause, and then I shared my truth with the room, and I waited because I wasn't sure what to expect, but everyone was very supportive, very happy for me, and the reaction went something like, huh. Cool. Can we go back to the movie now? And I was like, really? Okay, because I blocked out 4 hours to talk about this. You really don't want to? Okay, no Kleenex, nobody needs Kleenex. Everybody's fine. Okay, great, and play. There are so many people out there who face rejection, exclusion, various forms of violence, and in some cases, death. So I feel really lucky and privileged to have a roof over my head, a job, healthcare, family, and chosen family who will never leave my side. Okay, this is me when I was, gosh, yeah, I must have been like 9 or 10 maybe, somewhere in there. I have a fuzzy recollection just because I came to this country when I was 7 years old, about to turn 8. So there were many years in there where I was experiencing culture shock and, you know, a lot of other things. A lot of distractions, let's say. So to myself, I would say, you're good enough just the way you are. Your voice matters, your feelings matter, and you belong here. And I love you.